So to create a new task, we're going up to our top right and selecting new task. The items down this side here are our mandatory items, and they'll change depending on what option, particularly in task type, is chosen, but we'll have a look at that in a moment. You'll recognise the four familiar tabs: tasks, criteria, students and resources. Nothing really has changed, some optimisation of behaviour there, but essentially that'll be pretty familiar to you. Back to tasks, we have our year selector at the top. Something new for us is that we now create new task rather than new classwork task or new coursework task. And after we've chosen new task, we say whether we want coursework or classwork. If we choose classwork, we'll see that our familiar lesson set and lesson due comes up. If we choose coursework, our date set and date due, so that moves dynamically. So I'm just going to leave coursework. I'm going to select a course. Don't forget just to type, so I'm going to do Geography Year 11. Test GC. Task. Category is the same thing as before, same for task kind. Date set. This date picker is quite a nice one, and we think it's a big improvement on previous date pickers. And task weighting, 50 will make that. And as soon as we get to that point, we'll see that we can save. If you fail to put in information here and attempt to save, it's going to give you a little reminder that you need to complete things. Over on our right hand side is where most of our change and refinement to the experience. The old Markbook, to get a task to do exactly what you wanted, took a little bit of effort and memory. Now we hope that the questions are much more intuitive and better for you to use. Include this task in Markbook means that the task will be included in Markbook as well as being a calendar item. If you take it out of Markbook, you don't get a Markbook, and the task is reduced just to being a calendar item. Suppress this task for students and carers not visible. This means that the task is not visible at all to carers or parents, so it's like your private Markbook. Parents and carers won't see details of the tasks in calendars, and they also won't see results from the task. So if you suppress, you're not sharing any information at all about this task with your carers and students. Release task results to students. Carers has been reworded so it works a lot more in line with what we'd like. And the default now for tasks is that they are not released. So that's a bit of a change that we think will be welcome. So when you want to publish your Markbook results, you can just come in here and click Release Task to Students and Task Results to Students and Carers. The area for scoring content is new, and it replaces the lots and lots and lots of choices that you had before. Ask yourself the question, what sort of content am I looking at scoring? Am I after marks? Am I after just grades? Do I want to do a criteria only task? Do I want yes, no? Or do I want comments only? They are the 5 basic options, and you'll see that things will change underneath as you choose them. Mark out of will disappear when it's not relevant, as will mark workings, so the mark workings are still pretty much the same. If you're using marking columns for a marks and scores task, you'll remember that. Mark workings disappears for all of the other options because it's irrelevant.